Hello, my name is Janice. We are now continuing with the study of looking into the truth of who this God is that we serve. So I continue now with part 2. Now this God, Yahweh Elohim, He is not of this world. He rides on a horse who is the only fiery and most beautiful animal He created, according to Revelation 19. It's when He will come again. He moves on the clouds and with the wind which knows no beginning. He walks on the water, like He has done on the Sea of Galilee when He went on in the boat with His disciples. And He moves above the water in Genesis 1 when He created everything from nothing. He is our Yeshua, our salvation. Genesis 1, to create. He has a creative spirit, and we also are created to His image with a creative spirit. His beauty is not of this world. He shines brighter than the sun, Revelation 1. His love is unconditional, penetrating into the core of man's being. He is not a man that He should lie. When He promised something and you have faith in Him, it will come to pass. Numbers 23 verse 19. His thoughts and ways are unknown to man. He hides Himself from the world, but only reveals Himself to His followers. His thoughts and ways are unknown to man. His 10 Commandments is the roadmap to our lives. Elohim holds all together. He is before and after all. Colossians 1 verse 17. Now Elohim's thoughts are not our thoughts. He is outside time and gave man time to move in. Genesis 1 verse 14. He covers and provides in all our needs and cares for us. Not expenditure and lust. Matthew 6 verse 24 to 34. Kingdom living. When you, man, says yes to His call, He asks you to come out of the box of time. The time of world culture, of limitations and deception. That is part of the world culture. It will direct your path if you do not follow the path of Yahweh Elohim. Time on earth is like the law of Moses, in which you are limited to the punishment, even to the point of death, like the law did. So you have to become free, like an eagle, soaring like an eagle. 1 Corinthians 15:45, Yeshua Messiah is a life-giving spirit, the tree of life, with life-giving fruit, which is His very image. But He freely imparts into our beings by His spirit of resurrection. That spirit of resurrection resurrected Lazarus from the dead. is powerful. Almighty power, Elohim. No power is above his power. Now his name, I will teach about his name. I will teach his name to you later. But his name created our image, and I will explain that in that teaching. The fruit of his love is forgiveness and acceptance. Ephesians 1. And the desire for us. He has a very strong desire for us, for his creation. He clothes us again with his glory, like he did with Adam and Eve. He gave them names of fire, because his breath is fire, and he's breathed his breath into that clay man, and that power and fire in his breath made the man to become a living being. His spirit breath in us is also fire. So when we are in him and we speak his word, our words become fire and everything else wood, and it will burn down every lie. That is what you inherited. Now, the names that he gave man and the woman is Ish was for the man, meaning in Hebrew, fire. Isha was for the woman, and it means the fire of Elohim. Psalm 8. So, and the woman has a great responsibility to encompass a man, to help him, the man, in his daily duties as the head and the leader of the house. He who finds a virtuous woman who understands the life and duties of a man finds something far more precious than rubies. Proverbs 3 verse 15 to 18. She has got passion in her love. Passion is almost like the dripping of love out of her being. Dripping, bringing life to her household. And she has that accountability to do that, to bring that passionate love into her household and environment. What Adam and Eve lost, we have to restore in the world. From the woman to the man, and from the man to the world. That is our calling. And that love and passion is Yeshua Messiah. And to bring people into his kingdom. Choose life today. Yeshua said, I put before you death and life. Choose life. That we find in Deuteronomy 30 verse 15 to 20. Now what is death? Death is that fruit. Death comes from that fruit when you eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil that is part of the world culture. Become fat in the world culture, become rich, but the fruit thereof will bring death to your spirit. Meaning, you will not have everlasting life. And life, eating from the tree of life, will bring everlasting life and the fruit of the Spirit that is mentioned in Ephesians 5. So I refer according to Genesis 1 and 2, I refer to that tree of life versus the tree of knowledge of and good of and the knowledge of good and evil. So be set apart today. Yeshua is a set apart spirit. So be set apart. He's inside of you when you receive him. For Yeshua, our Messiah, is that set apart spirit. When you wander in the world, you become distracted and deceived by the mesmerizing spirits working through the zombie people in the world culture, feeding from the fruit of death of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. The deceptive food is seductive, dripping with lust, not love, but lust, taking one to the grave of death and hell, and the belly god consumes your life. If everything is about eating and festive eating, that belly god will let you die. Stay out of the pleasures of this world and become a kingdom citizen today, now, in this moment, before it's too late. And then, when our soon coming King, Yeshua Messiah, will come and will appear on that white horse, and his cloth that is dipped in blood, and with a sword in his hand to come and destruct and burn down and kill every evil thing that is in his way, with many crowns on his head. And he will come and he will land with his feet on the Mount of Olives. And that is how we can distinguish him. He is not the white horse with one crown and a bow in his hand to come and to conquer. Because he was in heaven while he opened that seal, the first seal of the scroll of 7 seals, the white horse appeared. And that we can already see happening. That horse is running already. So how can he be that, the sign? He's not the sign on that, he is not of that sign of the white horse. He's not a killer, he's a God of love. He was opening that seal for it to happen. We will continue later. So take care and see that you consecrate your life. Surrender all to this God, this creative God, Yahweh Elohim, in the mighty name of his Son, Yeshua Messiah. Amen.